As you can see, this is a single track road and both sides are salt flats, so if you move over too far, just take one tiny mistake and you'd be straight in that water. Luckily we've got a professional driver with us today.
Not sure about professional.
Today is Friday the 20th of December and our ferry is on the 23rd of December, so in 3 days, and we are still south of Barcelona, so we've got a lot of driving to do to get back. I think it's about 17 hours in 3 days. Yeah, so we really need to get a move on now.
It's been worth it for the extra sunlight.
And today is glorious weather, and I'll never be ready to leave this glorious sunshine, and my boyfriend's keeping me hostage. We've actually run out of gas, and there's a weather warning for wind. In our true travelling fashion, there's a weather warning for wind. This thing absolutely terrifies me. So basically you have to use an adapter in Europe, and it's that metal thing that Nina's just screwing on now.
The explanation of the lady was screw it on, put the gas on and wow.
I can't do it because gas terrifies me. No, see, I hate this. That's not normal. Absolutely scares the crap out of me.
That was normal to the explanation.
So after 5 hours of driving, we have made it to France, and we've made it to our air for this evening. It's right next to a marina. I'm not really sure what's here in this town. It was just, we need to drive 5 hours, so I put somewhere that was 5 hours away, and that's it. So I'm gonna go and check out the facilities. But it's a very busy site, so I'm assuming there's probably a popular town or something we don't know about, because I wouldn't choose to stay in this cold weather when you can drive a couple of hours down the coast and it'd be warm. We skipped out Barcelona today as well, which I was very sad about, but we just do not have time. So today is Friday, and our ferry is on Monday. So we now have 2 days to get from the south of France all the way to Dieppe. So we've got about 12 and a half hours of driving to do in 2 days. Not fun. So the toilets and showers seem to be a porta cabin with a push button. This is my idea of hell. I hate push button showers. And is it hot? Oh, it's hot. Oh, that's a good start. So I always say to Nina that if I ever become Prime Minister, the first thing I'll do is make push button showers illegal. And that is only because you push the button and the temperature comes out at about 1,000,000 degrees Celsius. So now we're back in freezing cold weather. It's a good excuse to make a hot chocolate. So we've just crossed back into France from Spain. So we're now in the south of France. And crossing over was easy because there was no border. And to make a hot chocolate, I'm going to be using my jet boil. And that is because we don't have a kettle, because we don't drink tea or coffee. And yeah, I think this is just the easiest way to do it. So everything comes in the jet boil. So this is the thing, I don't even know what you call this, where the flames come out. That's the amazing thing the flames come out of. Normally the gas would fit in here as well, but I thought I'd be using this loads on this trip to make hot chocolates, and I haven't used it once, so I should have bought the smaller gas. And then there's a lid that goes on the bottom like this, and this lid goes on top, so it's all so tightly packed. And I usually use it for when I'm hiking. But yeah, so it all comes apart. And then you have to make sure you, oh god, you have to make sure you unclip this bit, because that's what you'll use to regulate the temperature. So that just clips on there. Take your gas, twist it on here. I mean, people are probably thinking, why don't you just light the hob? And yeah, I should probably just stop being stingy and buy a kettle, but the amount of time we actually use it, and I've already got this, so I think, well, what's the point? Oh, just made a little hiss there. And normally there's like the little legs for this gas thing, but I seem to have lost them somewhere. Before you light it, you must put water in it first, otherwise it will burn. And I do have a lighter somewhere, I just don't know where. Sorry, I'm just looking through the drawers for a lighter. Here's one. Right. So, you must put the water in first, so we'll do that. So that should be enough. I don't know, it's got like a max line, I don't think it does. Then you twist that. Woo! And we're away. So you use this thing to adjust the temperature. And it says it can boil water in 90 seconds. I don't know if I believe that or not, but we'll find out. I've got a chocolate lolly. Oh, it's boiling away. Oh god, that's the wrong way. Oh. There we go. I don't know how long that was, but it's boiling away. And then all you do is untwist that way. Now this is separate from the whole gas thing, so usually you can then put this lid back on and it's got a little hole in the top that you can drink from, but we don't need to do that. Then I'm going to pour my water in the hot chocolate. Oh, look at that. Look at that for measuring. That is like the perfect amount. And then that just goes back on there. We'll wait for that all to cool down before we pack it away. Now I'm going to put a little bit of honey in my hot chocolate, because why not? Who doesn't love a little bit of honey? And now let's stir. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make a hot chocolate in a camper van. No, but seriously though, if you're like me and you're a little bit lazy, I definitely recommend a jet boil. And the best thing is as well, is you can take this with you. So like when you go for a walk or you go out for the day, you can take it with you and you can cook full meals in there. You can buy ration packs and put a full ration pack in there. Like, yeah, it's just great. Or even if you love tea or coffee, you can just take that with you for a walk or a bike ride, and you can just stop and have a tea and coffee. It is good. I wouldn't be without my jet boil now. Bloody hell, that's hot. That is like lava. I'm not messing around. So just a 5-minute walk from our campsite is this stunning marina and these amazing murals. We're in a town called Perpignan in the south of France. We crossed over yesterday from Girona, so we're still pretty close to the border. And crossing from Spain into France was so easy. There wasn't even really a border, it was just a man stood there waving everyone through, so we didn't have to show our passports or anything. And today we have 6 hours of driving. So we've been driving for a couple of hours and we've come to this viewpoint because it looks over this huge valley on an amazing town called Malou. I'm just climbing the stairs. Buddy doesn't really like these kind of stairs because they've got holes in. It looks over the town of Malou and the famous viaduct of Malou as well, and it's absolutely incredible up here. And it also looks over this huge valley. It's absolutely stunning. The dog doesn't like it because it's got holes on the floor, so he's not best impressed, but this is probably one of the best views I've seen in a long time. So because we've been stuck in the van for 6 hours today, we've arrived at our area and we've come for a walk. Oh my god, I did not see that dog. Bloody hell. That's a big scary dog. Oh, we've seen it now. It does look cute. Yeah, we've decided to come for a walk.
Oh, I think he just wants to play.
And we are still about 5.5 hours away from Dieppe. So yeah, we've got a lot of driving to do again tomorrow. But we're getting there slowly, we're making progress. So we're in the town of Saint-Prix-du-Muir, and they've made some effort for Christmas lights. And it actually looks like a really cute town. Unfortunately, we're only here for the night and then we'll be leaving tomorrow morning, so we don't get to explore, but it does look very nice. So someone was saying they're feeling like something sweet, and this pizza machine, is it a pizza machine? No, this is a panini machine.
I don't have
Sells Nutella paninis.
Oh, I need your card, I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, your Nutella is on its way. But where's it come out of? Oh, here.
Down there.
A little flap. Oh, it's coming.
I can hear it making. I can hear the chef in there.
This is where there's like a little man behind the machine. I can smell it.
Oh, better be good. Hurry up, hurry up. I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't really need this. I'm just excited because
it's Nutella on toast.
How incredible, what's going on there? They'll probably be thinking, why didn't you just come in to order it? But then obviously we have a language problem.
Is it done? Oh no.
No, it's there. It's taken ages.
Bloody hell, there must be gorilla in it. Please collect your product. How's it? Is it going to come like wrapped in a... Oh my, it's packet. It's in a packet.
Oh,
wow.
So
oh my gosh. How did they do that? Thank you very much, whoever's in there.
Feel it?
Oh, that's warm, isn't it?
Oh, let me see.
Nutella panini. And they've even sellotaped it. Have they grilled it in the bag? Ooh. How is it? Let me have some.
Wow.
Well, that was good, isn't it?
Bon appetit to you as well.
The thing with French towns is no matter what time of day you come into the town, it's dead. Buddy just wants some Nutella panini.
It's getting too much buddy.
Buddy, you can't have Nutella panini. Yes, no matter what time you come into a French village, it's always quiet. All the shutters are always closed. Maybe it's different in the summer, but this time of year, it's like a ghost town. It's Saturday night. We've come out looking for the nightclubs. There's nothing. That is tilting to one side because of the wind, and that is the only reason, which is insane.
Glad we're not sailing today.
I'm so glad we're not crossing today. The good thing with being back in France is the food is just so much nicer, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people that disagree, but there's a lot more food like the UK, just like convenience food that you can just grab and go, so it makes eating in the van is so much easier because there's so many different options, whereas in Spain they're quite limited because they like to take time to obviously prepare their food. But when you're in a van, you don't want to be preparing food, you want to be throwing something in the oven or the microwave. So we've made it to our campsite, our final campsite of this trip, and we're in the north of France. It's raining and hailstoning. We are 40 minutes from Dieppe, so we're only 40 minutes from the ferry, so we're going to wake up tomorrow. Our ferry isn't until 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, so we've got all morning. We don't have to rush, which is quite nice, because every time we catch a ferry it's normally like 6 in the morning and we're waking up rushing. So it's currently 5 degrees, and only 2 days ago it was 19 degrees. So we've got the electric on. And the good thing with the French camping airs is they all come with electric, so yeah, we're definitely making the most of that. But this is typical French weather, it's just like being back in the UK. There's a few other English vans here, but as you can imagine, everyone is cooped up inside their vans, staying warm. Even Buddy's curled up, getting all cosy.
Today is Monday, the 23rd of December, and we have to get our ferry back to the UK. Currently it's 8:30 in the morning, and our ferry is at 12 o'clock. Yay.
So this place is amazing because it's only 40 minutes from the ferry, and it has washing machines, showers, toilets, all for about €12. And Buddy's having fun as well. And down the road there's supermarket, McDonald's, boulangerie, so it's just really handy, whether it's your first night in France after a long day travelling, or whether it's your last day in France and you're crossing back over. Yeah, this is a great stop. I'll add it onto the link. So this will be our last French boulangerie. It's a very sad moment.
And then chocolate top.
Look at all these delicious goodies. So we've made it onto Dieppe Ferry. Obviously it's a bit dark down here. The dog has been to the toilet, and the crossing is 4 hours. So leaving the dog for 4 hours isn't too bad. I think if it was any longer, I probably wouldn't want to leave him. As you can see, they cram you in to try and get as many vans as they can get. But yeah, we're both not very excited to get home, but I'm glad we're on the ferry because I was getting a bit worried we were going to miss it. We've done 16 hours driving in 3 days, so it's been a mission to get here. So we're settling in for the 4-hour crossing.
Oh no.
What?
My chair just pushes itself back.
I know, so did mine. Goodbye France, you will be missed. And we have touched down in the UK. Woo!
I don't need the wind wash starting to rain.
After 4.5 weeks and 4,000 miles, our trip has come to this. Back in Dieppe where we started. I mean, it's been a very successful trip, so I can't moan. We've made it back to the UK in one piece, and it is the 23rd of December, 2 days before Christmas. We now have a 5-hour drive to Liverpool. Hopefully not behind this caravan the whole way. So we've gone from the amazing beaches of Spain to the streets of Liverpool. And today is Christmas Eve, this is where we'll be spending Christmas. I'd much rather be in Spain, obviously, but at the same time, it's nice to see family, and it'd be nice to spend time with them as well. When you're in Liverpool, yeah, that's why you have to go there, sir. And Mackies. Do you know what I mean? What are you laughing for?
Give. I'm gonna throw it. Give. Let go.
After 5 amazing weeks, we're taking our final journey from Liverpool back to Devon. And obviously the final journey has to include traffic. And a lot of traffic. So we have returned from our travels with what I thought was cottage pie. But I honestly don't know what this is. Like, the texture of this is like, it's just really watery. I'm assuming it's cottage pie, but yeah, I have no idea. But we're going to eat it anyway because we have no food. And this is all we have. I don't have any veg to go with it. It doesn't look very appetizing though. I mean, the dog's interested, but that's it. Whilst we were away in Spain, I discovered this cake called Tarta de Galetas, which is like a chocolate cake with these Galetas Maria biscuits kind of like layered in. So I managed to find some biscuits when I was in Spain, and I've got all of the ingredients that I need, and I'm going to attempt to make it. So yeah, we'll find out. I'll let you know what the end result is like. So this is what happens when you let an amateur in the kitchen. Absolute chaos. So I've made one, but there's still loads of chocolate left, and I've still got loads of biscuits left, so I'm just going to make another one, just a smaller one. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be short of cake. So I've used condensed milk, 150 grams of butter, a pint of normal milk, and then 300 grams of chocolate. So I'm hoping it solidifies, because right now it's really liquidy, but yeah, I'm not sure what the final result's going to be like, and I'm hoping it's as good as the Spanish cake I had in Spain. And what you do is you put biscuits on the bottom, then the chocolate, and then another layer of biscuits, and for some reason it says dunk them in milk, I'm not sure why. And then where obviously they line up, you then start another one and then pour more chocolate on once they're all on. If there's any Spanish people watching this, I do apologise, because I'm probably destroying one of your amazing desserts, but yeah, we'll find out. So this is the final result of the cake, and I definitely put too much milk in, as you can see here. It's quite watery, but I'm sure it will still be lovely and delicious. So after 4,000 amazing miles, we've finally made it back home. There were a few things that I was a little bit nervous about before we left, so these are things you should maybe consider if you're planning a trip to Europe. So the first one was the van getting broken into. So we went to almost extreme lengths to make sure that the van didn't get broken into. So we've put like extra locks on these doors. I'll show you this one quickly. So there's this pin, and it slides through the doors and then folds across like that. So we went to extra measures just to ensure that the van was safe even when we were sleeping. So yeah, that was like my biggest worry, was the van getting broken into, and obviously our things been stolen. Because it's so personal, it'd almost be like having your house broken into. So that was one of my biggest worries, but I didn't once feel unsafe, and I'd say 90% of the time we stayed in airs or municipal campsites, and they're so cheap. For 10 euros a night, it's worth staying in one and not risking having your van being broken into. So you can just park there, you know your van's safe, you can go for a walk, go for a bike ride. I even felt safe leaving the dog in the van. So if we were just wild camping, I probably wouldn't have left the dog in the van on his own. So yeah, that's definitely something to consider. And the other thing I was worried about was the dog in general, only because in Spain especially, there's a lot of stray dogs, and also they roam in packs usually. So I've heard stories of like packs of stray dogs attacking domesticated pets. So yeah, that was a little bit terrifying, but all the stray dogs we met was so lovely. And yeah, there was one that I met that I did not want to leave behind, but obviously, yeah, we couldn't bring a stray dog back to the UK. And the last thing was the roads. So some of the roads are absolutely terrifying. I think if you're doing a Spanish trip or even Portuguese, I would just say avoid driving into the cities. Find somewhere outside of the city and get transport in, because yeah, it is absolute carnage, especially places like Barcelona and Seville. Yeah, I'd recommend just staying outside and using public transport to get in. But on the whole, so we did 4 weeks in Europe and then a week in the UK. No, 4.5 weeks in Europe and then a week in the UK. And we only got one stone chip on the window. We didn't get any scrapes, any scratches. So we were very, very lucky. And I think we did about 4,000 miles. So yeah, in all that time, just to get one stone chip, it was a very successful trip. And I just want to say to everyone, thank you so much for watching my videos. It honestly means so much. When I started this channel, I thought no one's going to want to watch me and Nina in the van with the dog, like no one. But yeah, I've had so much amazing feedback and I'm going to continue making videos into 2025. So please continue watching and yeah, follow us on our journey.